Hi guys, how are you? I'm here at the Mercy train again, and I have another book to read to you about trains. This one's called All Aboard Mercy Trains, illustrated by Richard Courtney, written by Mary Harding. This is a nonfiction book. Remember that nonfiction books are not pretend, but a fiction book is pretend. Freight trains. Freight trains haul just about anything. Lumber, food, even animals, but they never carry passengers. A diesel-electric locomotive pulls a freight train. The locomotive can have one or more power units. This locomotive has 2 power units, back to back. When it's hooked up to a train of freight cars, it will be able to haul many tons of cargo. There are different kinds of freight cars for different kinds of cargo. Gondola cars are used for heavy cargo. This one carries a load of steel pipes that will be used to build a new office tower. This one's the gondola car. The refrigerator car keeps fresh fruit cool so that it will not spoil on the way to the supermarkets in the city. The livestock car carries cows on their way to a dairy farm. The openings in the sides allow fresh air so the cows can breathe. A boxcar can carry any kind of boxed or packaged cargo. This one is being loaded with computers. Hopper cars carry loose cargo such as grain or sand. The cargo is poured into the top of the car and unloaded through a chute at the bottom. These hopper cars are being filled with coal. The coal will be delivered to an electric plant to be used as fuel. Tank cars transport liquid cargo. This tank car is filled with oil. The workers are transferring the oil to a tank truck for delivery to gas stations in nearby towns. Flat cars have no tops or sides. Their cargo is strapped on with ropes or chains. A piggyback flat car is extra long. It can carry 2 huge truck trailers. Piggyback flat cars transport heavy shipping containers. This container is filled with a cargo of books bound for a warehouse. A heavy crane lifts the entire container and loads it onto a flat car. The container will be carried by a train halfway across the country. When the freight train reaches its destination, another crane will lift the container off the flat car and place it directly onto a flatbed truck for the last stage of the journey. The auto rack car is a special flat car used for transporting new automobiles. It can have 2 or 3 levels and carry up to 18 cars. To unload, the racks are adjusted so the automobiles can be driven from one auto rack car to another. A caboose is the very last car on some freight trains. This is the train crew's home and the conductor's office. From the cupola or roof lookout, the conductor can check for signals from the crew at the front of the train. There's the caboose. Passenger trains. Passenger trains carry people and baggage. Some trains travel only from suburbs to the city. These are called commuter trains. Other passenger trains travel across the country. These are called intercity trains. Many passenger trains are pulled by electric locomotives. Electric locomotives do not produce their own power. They get it from a power plant miles away. Passengers sit in cars called coaches. Most short-distance commuter trains only have coach cars. Long-distance intercity trains often offer passengers more services and luxuries. They include dining or snack cars and sleeping cars. Would you like sleeping on a train? This is a double-decker coach on an intercity train. It seats up to 170 people. That's almost twice as many people as a regular coach can hold. On an intercity train, the coach has big reclining seats, armrests, and plenty of leg room so the passengers will be comfortable during their long journey. Some trains have an observation car. Here passengers relax and enjoy the view as the train speeds through the countryside. The TGV trains in France have been nicknamed oranges because of their bright orange colors. These special high-speed passenger trains can travel more than 200 miles per hour. These are some of the fastest trains in the world. Do you hear the train coming? The famous high-speed train in Japan is called Shinkansen. It is nicknamed the bullet train because it appears to move like a speeding bullet when rushing by at speeds of more than 100 miles per hour. A Shinkansen train is almost totally automatic. Though it has an engineer, most of its operations are performed by remote control from a control center far away. Subway trains run on tracks in underground tunnels. Many big cities have subway systems. Sometimes the sidewalk rumbles as a subway train rushes through a tunnel underneath. Without subways, many city streets would be jammed with too many cars and buses. Another way to avoid traffic jams on city streets is to build trains that travel on tracks above the street. These are called elevated trains, but they're usually called Ls for short. The track for an L train are held up by big, strong concrete beams. A monorail is an elevated train that travels on only one track, or rail. The rail runs either above or below the train. Many zoos and amusement parks use monorails to transport people from one area to another. Oh, I thought there it is. See